Hey! God, that was long. Oh. Well, that's all right. That's why we're here. Talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of the East versus West press conference. Let me know what you thought about it. I'll give my 2 cents worth that no one fucking asked for, but I don't care. Man, 3 hours. 3 hours. Like, some of those questions, I think, went for about 45 seconds a question, and then they were interrupted when they went to answer. There were some bits that I did enjoy, but there were some bits that I just didn't like. But, oh well. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, that's for sure. Sorry, just having a coffee because it's, early here. But I think everyone at the event may have enjoyed themselves. Hey, Roy Baker, my man. What is happening? Stig TV. Why do you care how long it lasts? Because I want to maximize viewership. I want to maximize pay-per-view sales. Just like you, Roy, and I like to be bored. It was rubbish. But how you going anyway? Yes, I like the matches too. A lot of them I'm really, really, really interested in. Probably all 11. I can't. It should be exciting tomorrow. Hey, Leia. The link to the pay-per-view is in the description, and it starts in 20... Wait, well, I've got the website here. 20 hours, 32 minutes, and 57 seconds. Oh, look, they had an audience. Like, to be fair, like, I don't know if I'm in the minority. I know a lot of people are commenting boring, and a lot of people were there for the chat and just waiting patiently for Devon. They got like over 7,000 at one stage, so that was pretty cool. I wonder if I kind of like the idea of... I don't know if it worked or not. I'd like to see the statistics behind it. They didn't schedule the live, but maybe just having it on one channel, because usually it's 2 channels, sometimes 3 channels where everyone can chat. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I just think it was too long. Just got quite boring, and there's just so, in my opinion, you guys can tell me if I'm right or wrong, but there's just so many no-nos that they continue to do. And Robert Baxter, you are new to it all. You are new to it all. If you're sitting there in the main spot with Ray and Engen, get off your phone. Get off your phone. Fucking for 2 hours, can't people just be off their phone? All the athletes. Levan was on his phone. Travis was on his phone. Robert Baxter was on his phone. Now, I am imagining that you're checking how the live stream's going, or some people are messaging you and things like that. But it just looks bad. Like, at one stage, and I made a joke in the comments. At one stage, Robert was looking at his phone, but he was doing that school thing where you hide it under the table, as if you think no one could see it. But it looked like he was asleep. It looked like he was asleep, so I made the joke. And there's another thing. What do you guys think? So now that you've bought the pay-per-view, if you are waiting to watch the matches on YouTube, the whole match, you have to pay for that as well. You have to become a member. I'm not sure how much it is, but I just saw a post. Right, let me just see what you guys are saying, and then we'll go through, because there were some good bits. Marlon and Fia, impossible to hate Marlon and Fia. Absolutely loved the way they went about it. I'm not just here to shit on it. Future matches were built, some story was telling, but we'll get in there. That's a shame you can't watch it live, Roy. Stay off your phone so you don't get any spoilers. The press conference does not motivate people to watch the upcoming matches. Too long, boring, and way too many questions. From Home Gym Physique. I think, I don't know if there's too many questions. I think the questions went for too long. And then the athletes at times were interrupted, if that makes sense. But yeah. Durs doesn't like the way Devin goes about it, but I'll tell you what, when it starts at 3 a.m. for me, Durs, and you're just tired and you're like, yeah, cool, whatever, and then Devin gets in there and he's getting up out of his seat and he's trying to make a left-hand match. You know, he's doing his thing. It was all right for me. Look, the overall goal for in my opinion, Roy, the overall goal would just be the fence sitters. The overall goal, if you've got 7,000 people in the chat, 2,000 people aren't sure they're going to buy the pay-per-view, and then none of those matches really just went, oh, I've definitely got to buy. But you know what I mean? It could just be, oh, Devin's going absolutely nuts. Here we go. Yeah, definitely got to buy it now. That's what I think it is. It is for. It also helps the East versus West channel when you got 7,000 people watching. It's a nice little money earner. It's not mega, but a nice couple of bucks there. What else have we got? Let me scroll down. I don't like this idea of a new members channel. I don't mind a members channel, exclusive interviews, some training. But yeah, to put the matches there as well. Like we've bought the pay-per-view so we can go back, but I know at times like it's just easier for us to watch it on YouTube. Yeah, he went a bit too much. He went a bit too much. For me, it should be no longer than 45 minutes. It should be no longer. Look at some athletes. Like if I go through the list, you look at some athletes, it's like, you going to try and make a show? No, all right. Do you mind sitting this one out? Because I know a lot of athletes don't like doing press conferences. So, yeah. Let me go to your ones and then we'll go there. Yeah, a lot of repeated questions. But you have to Home Gym Physique. I do understand that. But you have to take it as in it's a fresh audience again. Not everyone watched the pre-match interviews, the podcasts, the videos, you know. So that's it. I understand when some of the same questions are asked. That's how you gotta do it. Okay, everyone's. So why were you banned? Were you banned or you just have a comment taken away? I'm not too sure. What else have we got? At one point, Ingen started answering. He did, didn't he? He did. All right, let's go through it. I'll get to your comments. Hey, what's going on, Phil? My man. Jace Larson with the super chat, and then I'll get through my good, my bad, and my ugly. Jace Larson, I just feel like... Thank you for the super chat, Jace. Let me start again. Thank you for the super chat. Superstar. I just feel like Engen shouldn't ask questions. Let Neil do that. Devin is the only reason it becomes entertaining. I would limit. I would probably limit. No, you know what I would do if they were able to? I would get Neil to coach Engen, because there's nothing worse when you're at a staff meeting and Neil goes, right, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to move on. Well, wait, one more question, 30-second question. And you're all at the staff meeting like, fucking, what's going on, idiot? Pull your heads in. So, yeah, maybe if he writes it down, or if Neil is moving on, like, just move on. That question, like, Neil literally went, hey, everyone, go to live.eastversuswestarmwrestling.com and get your pay-per-view. And then Engen interrupted him for him to say the website. It's like, come on. But there was some good bits. I loved Fia and Marlon. It's always good. Two best friends just having a laugh, really enjoying the moment. They didn't try, to bully each other. They didn't try and shit talk each other, because that's not them. And when people are enjoying themselves, you tend to do it. I really enjoyed Brad Grundy's confidence. Brad Grundy had some really good confidence. Looked good. Barcho looked pretty big. Let me just go through the matches and I'll tell you what I liked. And so we'll get through some of the good stuff. Frank always smiling. For me, smiling and laughing is very addictive. It's very contagious is probably the word that I'm after. So that's what I'm usually after. So when Frank gets on, as long as he doesn't get too many questions asked, it was great. Erdemis as a translator was hilarious. Kalashnikov always tries to bring something to the table, so you can't fault him, and he's trying to learn English, so I love him for it. Alex and Dadakan fell a bit flat. Alex Kadecha is a great guy, but it was like they could have moved on. It was a shame Prokopchik and Oleg Zokanroll don't speak English, because they were kind of ready to go back and forth. They were ready to kind of give us what we want and give the 85-kilo guys up at about. Like, when Prokopchik asked, if I'm not the most dangerous person, then who bloody is? And Oleg gave him a list, but by the time it was all translated, and Prokopchik even threw fire back, and he went, yeah, well, they all fucking buggered off to the higher division because they didn't want to take me on. So I thought that was cool, but obviously, unfortunately, with the translations and everything, it just fell flat. Bekili Oniani is a killer, but he just looked like he wanted to go to bed. He was just bored. He wasn't overly thrilled, and too many long-winded questions. The Michael Todd and Erdemis Gasparini one was a very interesting one for me, because, and I'll get to your comments in a moment, we're going to jump back and forth with my good, my bad, and my ugly, and things like that. I just want to chat to you bloody dead set legends. A lot of people are getting this pay-per-view for Michael Todd and Erdemis Gasparini. A lot of people really wanting that, believe in the monster Michael Todd comeback. And he was just so focused, he didn't want to talk. And there's the Devin and Gennady match we wanted to hear from, and we wanted to hear from Erdemis and Monster Michael Todd. And Monster was just like, 4 or 5 word answers. Let's fucking move on. I want to go to bed. I want to get ready, and I want to bloody take him on. So I was a bit like, come on, Michael, just give me a bit more, buddy. You know I love you. But then, yeah. Let's get to some questions. I'll scroll down. Lagi says, I love Engen, but he isn't good at this position. Just let Neil handle it. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you there. Oh, that was quite funny. I did enjoy that one. Legend says, I skipped over the Devon part, to be honest, was more interested in the Erdemis and Monster Michael Tyson and Vitali stuff. If you follow Devon for years, the stuff gets old. I'm sure it's exciting for the newbies. And then, yeah, Devon just took over again, didn't he? See, I don't mind it, but I think that's just a Western culture thing. But yes, for some people, it is running its course. Hey, Chip Ferguson. How you going, buddy? Hope you are doing well. Everyone's just talking to each other. Mate, I wish it could. Then I would probably live. If I got 7,000 every bloody live, that would just be amazing. I think the best I ever got was like 5,100 during Devon and Dennis. Big super chat. Thank you very much. Very, very much, Jace Larson. For the record, I'm not disrespecting Engen's impact. His talent is strictly organising. Travis and Neil, our guy Ozzy, are the speakers. Anyway, thanks, Jake. No, and a lot of the problem is, Jace, is we appear to give constructive feedback to everyone, and we're allowed to, except for Voldemort, except for Engen. Everyone just seems to, how can you say that? No one is definitely criticising that he's organising, trying to do business strategies, trying to bring new superstars, appears to just be getting it done. But there's some bits that people just aren't good at. I'm a talker, not an organiser. I just couldn't be bothered. I'm lazy. Video editing, not good at video editing. I would love to hire people to edit my videos to make them good, but with the way YouTube's going, that's not going to happen for a long time. And we just seem to, so if we say something constructively criticising, it just seems to be, you can't say that. Well, we fucking can. Like, he's no better than me. He's no better than you. We're all on the same level. If you're a decent human being, we're on the same level. I cop constructive criticism all the time. Some I take on board and some I don't. Like, it's okay, everybody. Like, it's okay. Like, he's organising it. Like, it was really cool to see so many people in the chat today. But yeah, no, I wouldn't get him hosting it either. And that brings me to another. I think he's really, really bad. They kind of coincide with each other. You buy the pay-per-view for the athletes. You buy the pay-per-view for the athletes. And what I mean by that is when you have a pay-per-view, when you have a press conference, in my opinion, you have the person hosting it here. Then your main event people here. I don't want to see Devon and Gennady leaning on a corner of a table. You got Krill, Levan, Engen, Neil, Robert, Travis. And Travis said 1.5 things, and he's one of the best talkers in the world. Even if Travis went on there and said, you motherfuckers, you boring, this shit rah-rah, I'd be like, I still want to see that match because Travis can hype things up. There's too many people at the table. Now, would I love a 5-minute interview with Levan, maybe after the press conference? Hey, Levan, you just saw the press conference. What do you think of the Michael Todd Erdemis match because the winner wants to take you? What do you think of the Vitaly Morozov? What do you think of Devon's antics? 5 to 7 minute video, bang. But I love Levan. Levan's been on the show, talked to him quite frequently. But I didn't buy the pay-per-view because he's a special guest. I did like the camera angles. I did like that. I liked, as the question was being asked, you could see the reaction up close of both athletes. Or when Devon was giving it the big licks, you could see Gennady's reaction. When Gennady was firing back, you could see it. I did enjoy that. Thought that looked quite good. What else have we got? What else have we got? What up, my man? What up? What up? What up? Okay, I'll scroll down. Just scrolling there. Yeah, so just going on that. No, that's wrong. Jeez, Roy, get it out of your mouth, buddy. Yes, he puts all of his heart and sacrifice. Then all he gets in return. All he gets in return. Are you kidding? Come on, just go check out one of his posts or one of his videos. It's bombarded. Love you, Engen. I think you're focusing too much, like Engen does, on the 5 or 6 negative comments. People love him. They love him. Think you need to settle down, buddy. Yeah, that was an ugly for me. Get Travis on the mic. Get Travis on the mic. More of it. You know what? Get Ray and Travis to host the first half. So if history's showing the first 4 or 5 match press conferences aren't relatively that interesting, throw Travis in there and get him hosting. I think it'll be good. Ray can ask you your Zloty tours and you competed at WAF and World Championships and things like that. Ray's got the knowledge. Of course he does. And then get Travis in there as the color host. That could work. I did enjoy the Todd and Armwrestler interaction while you're all hitting the like button. I did enjoy that. I think Toddzilla wins that one at the moment. My favorite was when Devin stood up and Travis waving his hands to cool it down. Yeah. I was shattered though. I was shattered when Gennadi's like thinking like it's locked and loaded. Right, let's have a left-hand match afterwards. Yep, we'll have a left-hand match. Engen, no. Why? Because I found all that interaction funny. Because I sometimes say that to poor Mrs. Aussie ArmWrestler. Oh, should we do this? No. Why? Because. I thought that was funny. I thought that was a funny interaction. I really did. That would be cool. Of course, they were never going to have the left arm match there and there because although Devon's pulling Morozov at the next East versus West, you're not giving a Devon match away for free. It's money. It's too good of money. Just go look at the top 5 videos on the East versus West channel. It's all Devon. Like, Devon is bigger than arm wrestling. But yeah, so going back to Todd and Armwrestler, I don't know. I just think whenever Toddzilla is hanging about, he just makes me laugh, makes it enjoyable, laughs at his own jokes like I do. I find Todd very relatable. It's interesting. I did enjoy. We might get some left arm Toddzilla. So that means more Toddzilla matches. I think Armwrestler's bicep continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger. That was impressive for a young man. Hope he's going okay. But yeah, bigger and bigger and bigger. Let me just. There you go. I was just checking a few things. What else have we got? Should be Travis. Oh, I'd love to host with Travis. I'd love it, but I can't see that happening. What else have we got? A match at the press conference become easily the first video in the channel. Nah, it wouldn't get over 1 million views, but it would be good. It would be good. Excuse me, Fuzzle's working. Any crazy drama that happened? Nah, not really, mate. Oh, the really good news is probably the thing that I enjoyed was Devon and Gennady will now be a best of 7 instead of best of 5. So same as the title matches. That was pretty cool. Apparently it's official. We'll have to wait and see. But nah, nothing crazy. Devon was just popping at everyone. Morozov, Vitali, he was just popping at everyone. So that'd be good. Yeah. Yeah, best of 7 is definitely cool. To be honest, 1 out of 10, how important are these press conferences? Well, that's the thing, because we're such a small niche in arm wrestling. Like, it was wicked. You know, we can have 10,000 collectively watching it. I would love to know the stats, as I was mentioning earlier, of the conversion rate. I'm not going to buy the pay-per-view, how important are they? Well, it's about playing devil's advocate. Like, if you're not going to watch all the videos, all the interviews on all the channels, then this could be a good little snippet. Not a 3-hour snippet, though, but if they just kept it short and sharp, yeah. I would love to know. Now, if something like mega happens, like someone arm wrestles on my head, or Levan tries to crush my head, you know, if there's something that would sell the pay-per-view, but they're not selling it to the best of their abilities. At the moment, it's a 4, but they could make it a 10. They could make it must-watch TV. Yeah, so do you think that works in Devon's favour, or do you think it works in Gennady's favour, being the best of 7? The second time in a row, the East versus West, a participant of the main event becomes irrelevant. Because last time it was Devon and Oleg, and Oleg hardly said a word because Devon was just popping off at everyone. And then Vitali and Morozov became about Devon versus all the top guys. So, yeah, sometimes I think, man, that would feel bad. Morozov looked incredible. I did enjoy seeing that. And I'm going to stick to my fun conspiracy theory that Morozov wins the main event and keeps his title. I've got a fun conspiracy, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, there were some good interactions. The bad, too long. Now I have to work out, is it too long, or are the questions too long? Should we not have as many people talking? I'm not too sure. And what's up with the VIPs? Guys, you've forked out. Oh, now I'm having a bit of epiphany. I'm just thinking, you forked out all this money to fly over there, VIP package, and then you've got a chance to ask someone at the press conference. But are they all just saving their questions to film them afterwards to put on their own YouTube channel? I'm not too sure. But if you've got a chance to stand up, like that guy was going back and forth at Devon, I thought that was really cool. Just advertise your shit. You got 7,000 people watching. I would be wearing an Aussie arm wrestler shirt if I was a VIP. Get it out there. And you know what? I'd give a cheeky fucking plug as well. All righty. What else have we got? Let me go back to the comments section. Why won't they have Aussie help run the press conference? If Aussie is allowed to do stuff like the Levan head crushing. Oh, I've had a go at RVJ during a press conference. You just got to get him in and out, read the room. I just think something can just be so much better for them. But this is my opinion. I don't think it's right. Well, I think it's right, but you know what I mean? I'm only one person. I didn't watch that full interview, but I know I've got a lot of backlash of they want too many celebrities. Now, I don't mind Robert trying to sell a dream. Might have just gone the wrong route. Because if you're getting Putin there with Georgian and Ukrainian arm wrestlers, but I don't mind him selling a dream that we're going to get top-tier, high-level celebrities. I get it. I don't think there'll be another king of the table for a long time. And short answer, no. But who knows in the future? What else have we got? Well, all bombard him. All bombard him. But I think essentially the decision comes down to Engen. And he don't want me there. So I'll sit at home and commentate from home and then go hang out with my girls. But I do enjoy going to the big events. But if I don't go to any more, that's fine. I've got a pretty big event happening in April. So that'll be good, and I'll hopefully be able to announce that really soon. It's happening. We're including people at an event that's going to be seen by millions and millions and millions of people. And people that are attending that event are going to come to an arm wrestling event and a meet and greet and everything. And we'll be able to showcase arm wrestling. I'll be able to showcase what I can do at this meet and greet. So it'll be good. So there's supposed to be, see, this is the thing. There's supposed to be a new annual king of the table. I get it if they get their celebrity matches and things like that. But then people saying there are 4 a year. It doesn't make sense to have 4 a year anymore. If they do the annual one and that's where the celebrity matches are, then that's fine. Then that's fine. Hey, what's going on, Hound Stuff? But yeah, overall, it was just the same, wasn't it? It was just the same press conference. Good to see some big numbers. I hope it does killer pay-per-view buys. I hope the new, well, you know, I'm good friends with Core Sports, but I never wish people to fail, even if fucking people hate me. I never wish them to fail. But yeah, they had audio issues at the start. That's arm wrestling and audio. But I hope everything goes smoothly tomorrow with the live stream. Of course, I'll be doing my live commentary to spread the word. But we'll have a bit of fun. Give me your good, bad, and ugly. There were some good. Unfortunately, there was nothing great. So for me, there's always there's usually 3 talking points to a press conference. And I say this to like a lot of my athletes. Usually a talking point is the main event. After a press conference, everyone talks about the main event. Second, everyone talks about what Devin does, or if you're at a different event, what Ryan Bowen does. There too. And then there's usually a third thing everyone talks about. There wasn't really a third thing that stood out. I was hoping it would be Erdemis and Michael. Like, I was hoping Michael would kick it old school. It's like, I'm going to beat you, Erdemis, and then LeVar, I'm coming for you. But Michael was just zoned in, focused, doing what he needed to do, and I respect that. But then I thought, Erdemis would do the same. He's like, well, I've beaten you, Vitaly. I'm going to beat you, Michael, and then I'll make you have an oxygen mask again, LeVar, or something like that. But there was no real third thing at this one. Devin and Krill went at it last time, but that didn't happen this time. I don't know. Just trying to think. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing overly. Right. Any final questions and everything? And I don't want to make this too long because we've got a massive, massive night. I will be doing a pre-show, live commentary. So stick around. We'll have a bit of fun. But that was a good one. That was a very good one. Them next to each other. I think Gennady did very good, and Alex is a great translator. He'll be good. Devin's pulling Morozov at East versus West 17 at the moment. Yeah, Michael just was so focused. He didn't want to do it. Alrighty, what else do we got? Because I can hear my girls coming up, so I might have. Yeah, I'm with you. Out of tune. Gennady's great as well. I think it'll be left. I think I've got the screenshot there. So Robert Baxter accidentally on Facebook just told everyone like 8 matches from King of the Table. I'm sure I've got it. Let me have a look. Yeah. So it doesn't say which hand, but Devin Morozov, John Brezink, Yoshi Kanai, Dave Chafee, Georgi Svetkov, Jerry Cataret, Jamil Kablonsky, Craig Tullier, John Terrian, Bordolato, Prudnik, Minigas Tarasidis versus Daniil Ustinov, Hunter Nobbs versus Valen Lowe. I'm usually 90 minutes before the event starts, but I'll schedule it. Keep an eye out for the channel. So if Devin and Morozov's left at East versus West 17, well, I think Devin will just take on the winner, which I think will be Morozov, but Devin will just take on the winner there. Yeah, it was all right. It'll get better if Vitaly wins, but it was all right. It was okay. Right, any other questions, you dead set legends? Let me know in the chat. I'll stay for a few more minutes because then I've got to get out of here and probably get some rest, if truth be told. Probably get some shut eye. It did feel like that. standard. But it is also hard, like with arm wrestlers, to ask different questions all the time. Like there's the standard, is this the best shape of your life type press conferences. Yeah. Like running a press conference is not as easy as you think. I obviously have a different style to most people. I don't plan much because if I have too many planned questions in my head, I'll lose track of what I was actually going to say. And I like to go where it's going. None of this, listen for a minute, let me speak, hold on. Like sometimes I can ask a question. If I get a big long wind, I'm just going to let them go. You let them go and you bring them back in. It's like, okay, that's the direction they want to go. I'm going to ask a question leading to that. I don't like to backtrack in a press conference. Same to you, mate. Same to you. Best line of the whole presser. You have the most ability, but also most overhyped. I found that quite funny. I have set rules with my press conferences, but these are my set rules. So, like, what are some of my set rules? Obviously, reading the room. If an athlete doesn't want to talk, then you move on. But there are exceptions. Of course, I probably would have probed Michael a couple of times. So, come on, mate. We kind of need something. Got to sell some pay-per-views. But usually, it's reading the room like that. If someone doesn't want to talk. 2, athletes, I tell them, get off your fucking phone. It's 2 hours. All your mates are in the room. It's 2 hours. Or 3 hours in this instance. Just get off your phone. Or if they're not going to do the wide shot, it's not even 2 hours, about an hour and a half each. Because they do the first half and the second half. Get off your phone. 3rd, I never say inside jokes because you never want to make the audience feel excluded. The audience is everything. They're the ones paying the money. Like, none of those athletes bought an East versus West shirt. I would say 90% of those athletes didn't buy the pay-per-view. They probably got a free link or might be able to film their own matches. Or they're filmed on their phone. So if you like, you can, no inside jokes. No inside jokes. If a joke has been made very public and it's been on a couple of videos like the butter wrist thing, go nuts. But no inside joke. Anytime you make your audience feel excluded, this is my opinion. I could be overthinking anything like this. What else are my rules? I never mention another promotion. And I tell the athletes never to mention another promotion. When I mean by that, you're allowed to mention your world championships and things like that because they're different. But if I'm at a king of the table, I highly recommend before they partnered up or even when they partnered up, not to mention East versus West. When I used to do Knuckles Up, it was like Knuckles Up paid for you to come here. If you want to challenge someone to a match, you challenge them at Knuckles Up. If you want to talk about other matches, you can just say, I've beaten you before. Or I watched your last match and didn't win. Not, I watched your last match at A, B, C. Like that. I've got a whole heap of little rules. And short. Press conferences need to be short. Which match will steal the show? Probably Monster Michael Todd and Hermes. What else have we got? Devin with his antics. And maybe Oleg Zok and Daniel Prokopchik. They would be my things. Yeah, I'm big on getting off the phone. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Doesn't matter what you were doing. It just looks bad. And I try and get the arm wrestlers to change their body language. I understand they're big, massive units and they're knackered, but leaning over like this and holding the microphone there, oh, yeah. You don't look interested, so I'm not interested. Personal opinion, I don't think all the matches need to be on a presser. Yes. Do your interviews beforehand, pick your main matches. But I understand the respect that they're showing to all the athletes. I definitely get both sides of the coin. Which match do you hope goes the way you want? If I'm going storytelling-wise, Devon, because I just love the backlash when Devon wins. Archer Morozov. So then my conspiracy theory is true. Although I love Erdemis Gasparini, a part of me wants Monster Michael Todd to win because then Michael jumps up the rankings and becomes the number one contender. Like, we'll probably eventually get Michael versus Levan, but it's not as interesting if you come off a loss. So if Michael beats Erdemis, it's like, fucking, this is happening. Michael's in form. Yeah, they're probably my go-tos. What about you? What about you guys? What about you guys? You guys let me know. You guys let me know. Right. I'm out of here. I'm going to hang out with my family. I will see you all 90 minutes before the pay-per-view starts. Come hang out this channel. Come, let's have a chat. It's going to be amazing. Should be a fun event. I'll see you all tomorrow. According to East versus West, it starts in 19 hours, 47 minutes. All right. I'm out. Ready, bang. You guys are cool.